Gotta wait for my picture to show up. Now it's showing up. Hey, everybody.
Yay.
Welcome to do the new Comic Book Day Spectacular. This is number 9 here on comicbook.com's YouTube channel. And what we'll be doing every week in this type show format is we're talking about the books that we actually picked up, kind of showing you what we'll be reading this week. And you can let us know in the comments below what we missed out on that you picked up and you think we should be reading. So I am Justin Paget. I'm the managing editor over at Comic Book. And with me, as always, is...
I'm Aaron Clutter, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked.
So this is, for you, Aaron, this was a big week as
always.
You get a lot of books. You get a lot of
Yeah,
books.
I do.
I had a smaller week, which I was kind of happy about that because I'm saving what little monies I can for Dragon Con. Hopefully find some deals at the con,
Cool. Yep. Yeah, you got Dragon Con, and then Baltimore is in a couple weeks, I think.
Nice.
I wish I could go. I'm probably not going to be able to go this year. We've got a lot of other stuff going on with my daughter is in LPA, Little People of America, and so we're helping out with that this year with the regional for our group here in this area. So should be fun, but we've a lot of work to do with that. So the weekend,
Gotcha.
I think, of Baltimore, we have to go to a meeting about that, and then anyway. Fun stuff.
Yeah, I think you'll be near Baltimore, but can't get over to it. That'll stink. But
yeah,
that's life
right.
is, right?
It's money that I won't spend, so that's okay.
There you go. Okay, well, let's just kind of get into it on this one. I think we're going to start with DC. If you want to start, I think you got more DC.
Sure. I really we were counting down. I think I only get 4 DC. Actually, I get 5 DC books now. I picked up a new DC book. We'll see how long that lasts. So this week, I got number 2 of DC Comics Bombshells. And I like this because I like the bombshell covers. So far, issue 1 was good. It wasn't like, I'm like, oh, it won me back. No. Yeah, it was good. If they keep it up, keep the story up because it's set back in like the 40s, with World War II kind of thing.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. And you got Wonder Woman. And this one looks like, is that Mara?
Yeah, Mira
from Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think last issue we had Wonder Woman, we had a few other characters. Batwoman was in that one, and one other one. I don't remember who else was in. Was
it Black Canary? No.
Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl.
That was last one too.
Right.
So yeah, but it looks good. I mean, it's got quite a group of people writing it. Let me jump back here to see. I hate when they don't just put that right up front so you can see who's writing it and who.
You gotta flip through and find it.
Half the book.
Some books have gone like to the back page now too.
Yeah, and that's what I flipped first. Marguerite Bennett's a writer.
Right.
Laura Braga, who does art on, actually has done some art on Witchblade, which I really like her stuff. Stephen Mooney and Ted Nafa are all the artists on this, so there's different sections with their art passing back and forth. So it's good. I mean, it's good quality. DC is known for that. That's one thing that I've always liked about them is their books are good quality art and good quality stories. So so that's my first one.
Good deal. My first one. So I actually got 2 of the same book, but I'll show you why. Got Green Arrow issue 44. This is where this issue I believe he gets his wolf, so we got the wolf on the cover. Ooh. So I'm a big dog person, so of course I'm in for that. And it's actually, the story's kind of been picking up. We're on, I don't know, I want to say our 3rd creative team in the last 6 months, it seems like almost. But it seems to be picking up. And then I also picked up a variant, and it's the 75th anniversary of the Green Lantern.
Oh, cool.
Variant. So we have
classic,
classic Oliver Queen and Paul Jordan on there. It's awesome. So
now that is an actual cover from one of the older books, right? Of the original series.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't remember if the arrow was actually going backwards. Was it? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember.
But yeah, it may be. It looks awesome though.
Yeah, that is neat. Huh. All right. Well, my next one is a weekly book that I've really, really liked. That's Injustice: Gods Among Us, and this is year 4. Number 9 is out this week, and it looks like we got Aquaman ready to come and kick Superman's butt. So that's pretty cool. He's kind of stayed out of things for the last couple of years, and looks like he's getting involved again as Wonder Woman and Superman, they are still not sure what to do. So last issue was good. They had a lot of things happen. The gods of Olympus have actually come down and basically said, hey, Superman, you need to step down. You need to step away. We're taking back over as the rulers of this world. And Wonder Woman's not real happy with that. Ares seems to be kind of behind everything, but it's pretty good. This is an interesting volume to this series, so we'll see how it goes.
Cool. No, that's it for me on DC.
Okay, my last one then is the best book this week. Dynamite number 4 out of 6 is out. Not the best one.
Mr. Gold, all right.
Mr. Gold's in there. Yep.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a fun book. Batmite's always kind of a fun character. Just a lot of jokes and a lot of puns, kind of like Bizarro. They're the other 2 books that I get, other than Injustice and He-Man, of course, and then Bombshells for now. But I like this so far, so it's been a good story. Okay.
There was one other book you were getting. I can't remember what it is now.
He-Man, Eternity War. I'm getting DC Bombshells, Bizarro, Batman, and Injustice.
Okay.
That's it. I was getting Constantine. I picked up that first issue of Constantine, dropped it right away.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm getting like Batman, Superman, Green Arrow, He-Man.
Because He-Man's the best book that DC's putting out right now.
It really is sad. I mean, and that's sad. That's sad to say. And
but it's awesome.
The quality is bad, because the quality is really good and it's compelling.
Yeah.
But it's just because they've been able to tell that story. Now we're close to like 30 issues, really, of that story.
Oh yeah, and Dan Abnett's doing a great job. I really like that. I always put a plug on just in case he's watching. Then maybe he'll be on our show. So far,
we can talk about He-Man and wear He-Man t-shirts. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, I did that last week. I'm not going to do that again. All right, well, we'll start into the indie books. So, we kind of get a different mix of indie books, and we call indie anything that's not Marvel DC. We always do a cap, DC on one end, Marvel on the other. We'll go through the independents, and then we'll hit Image, and then Marvel wrap up. So I'll start out with one that I've really liked so far. And if you're an H.P. Lovecraft fan at all, you will like Providence. Alan Moore's Providence. It's really good. This is number 4 that came out. I just went with the cover they threw in my pull, and it's one of the Women of HPL covers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's kind of cool. You got the ominous blood trail there and the shadow of somebody in it coming after her. I don't know who she is yet, but it's really an interesting story because there's so many little tales woven into it. But it just takes the whole mythos, the Lovecraft mythos, and plays on it. So it's pretty cool.
Cool.
And we run through a couple more, and we'll do your.
Yeah, good. If you want to go up to like I or whatever.
All right. Well, I did. I had heard about these guys. Probably was last year. I was at a convention, and might have been Pittsburgh, might have been Philadelphia, and I met the guys from Space Goat Productions. And I was like, Space Goat. Okay, Space Goat Presents. That was the name of the company. And they had a Space Goat Presents hardcover that I got, and I think I've showed it in one of our, maybe in our shows, or I did an article on it. But it was really good. There was just a collection of stories, all different kinds of stories, really, really some interesting stuff. So they got the license for one of my favorite movie franchises. And I think I talked about this a month or so ago, but they're putting out Evil Dead 2.
Oh, nice.
Beyond Dead by Dawn. So this is actually continuing the story from the end of Evil Dead 2.
I did not see that.
Yeah, so this is, and you guys, your store may have not have gotten it. Space Goat Presents is really a fairly small company. Right now they have 3 books out, and I've actually picked them all 3 up this week. So this is an ongoing series. They started about a month ago. So this is issue 2.
Cool.
And it looks really pretty, it looks pretty good. Frank Hanna is the writer. I have never heard of him before. And Oscar Bazaldua does the pencils. Chris Summers does the colors. Cover art, Edgar Salazar, Juan Castro, and Chris Summers do the different covers. I guess they have different ones. So, but it's regular, $3.99 regular price. So it's not like it's some unaffordable book, which is cool. I picked up. Oh, okay. Then along the same Evil Dead lines, and I've actually already read half of this book, I believe, because they sent me a preview of it. Evil Dead 2: Tales of the Ex Mortis.
Oh wow!
And this is number 1, and this is another. It's kind of a tale of the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all kinds of little stories about how it passed down through history. So you really get whatever. Something. So it's cool because it's you're basically following the book through different stories. So it's pretty fun. There's 4, I believe there's 4 tales in this. So each book will have continuing stories of the Necronomicon. So that is a little more expensive. That is $5.99. And then they have a new ongoing series that just started up, and this looks like they're teaming up with another publisher, Big and Tall Tales, and it's Rocket Queen and the Wrench.
Nice.
And this is number 1 coming out this or just came out this week.
Yeah, so my shop did not get that at all.
Huh. And this Justin Peniston is the writer and creator. Ramonda Camarga does the pencils and inks. So it's just a new book. Space Goat Presents. You check them out. I mean, they are an up-and-coming publisher. They've definitely had some good quality books too. Really, sometimes you get some of the indie stuff and it's just, but this is good quality. I mean, the artwork. Let me see here. I'll show you. There we go. There's some of the cool art.
Well,
inside. You see the sort of cartoony, but really some neat stuff. So just a cool kind of sci-fi young adult story. So it looks pretty good. I had to pick it up, try it out. We'll see what happens. So
yeah.
I got some stuff from Boom. I always like Boom stuff. They've actually really come up as far as a publisher that I'm picking up almost everything they do. John Flood, number 2 of 6, is out this week. And John Flood is a guy who never sleeps. So he went through some. He is, but he went through some kind of experimental treatment at some point. It's really weird. He can see patterns in things that other people can't. And because of that, he's like a detective. But yeah, he's kind of crazy. But he's very ADD. Like everything is, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, follow me, So it's pretty cool because he's like a detective. He solves all kinds of unsolvable things. But it's good. Number 1 was really cool, really fun. This is written by Justin Jordan. Really like him. Justin Jordan's had some great stuff. And Jorge Coelho is doing the illustration. So it's a good book so far.
Awesome.
We'll hope it continues. Wrapping up this series, I believe this is the last one. Yeah, Broken World number 4 is out this week.
Oh, that's cool.
And Broken World has been an excellent series. This is one. There was an asteroid headed for Earth. They were trying to get everybody off world, and there's like a lottery to get people off in the ships. And there were people who basically were not allowed to go because of certain things in their life, certain things in their record. Mm-hmm. And there was this woman who got her paper forged so she could go with her husband and her daughter. And as they're going to the ship and the asteroid's supposed to be coming down and everybody's like, get off here, they figure out her papers are forged and they make her stay. And her husband and daughter leave without her.
Oh, that's it.
Then the asteroid doesn't hit the Earth. Missed it by that much.
Oh, gosh.
So now all these people on Earth who got left behind who basically are living in anarchy. And all she wants to do is get back to her family. Yeah. So it's been really good. The things people go to, the lengths they go to save themselves. It's a good series. So that Frank Barbieri is doing that, and I really like his stuff. Cool. And last one I have from Archaea, which is a Boom imprint. That's kind of the creator-owned, is Toil and Trouble.
I heard good things about that one.
Yeah, this was actually called The Third Witch, and they changed the name to Toil and Trouble about a month before publishing. It's based on the witches from Macbeth.
Right.
So it's kind of that story. It looks really good.
Told from their perspective.
Told from their perspective, yep. Yep, it's a 6-issue miniseries. This is issue 1. I really like the art. The art is really cool.
Oh yeah,
really well done. Yep. And so I'll let you know how the story is. It looks
yeah,
good.
definitely.
So.
Looks like something I would definitely want to pick up, and I don't know if I'll get the single issues, but I'd probably get that in trade.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's one nice thing. Those books come out in trade, and they're still pretty reasonable. Not necessarily as cheap as Image does, but they do.
Yeah.
Still have some pretty good trades when they come out. So.
Yep.
What's your? You want to do your IDW ones?
Sure. Just got the one, and it's Danger Girl, issue number 1. This is Renegade. I guess this is the series. I have not read a Danger Girl book probably since the first volume, really, back in the 90s. So it's been a while. I think I picked up one in between then, but I haven't read it. So I figured I'd give this one a try.
Wasn't that now who created them? Turner?
J. Scott Campbell.
Oh, J. Scott Campbell. Right. Okay. I was trying to think.
He's not
Turner.
No, he did the cover, but he did not. He's not doing the interior art.
Okay. Interesting.
Which I thought was kind of strange.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of his characters, and so
right.
Yeah, interesting. You have to let me know how it is.
I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, if it's got a good story and stuff, I may go back and pick it up. Yeah,
worth checking out.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I've got a couple books from Dark Horse this time, and actually 2 of them are kind of go hand in hand. Now, this is Barbed Wire number 3, and I'll just cover up there. So, Barbed Wire number 3 is out this week. Barbed Wire's been a great series since they brought her back. I really have liked it. She's a bounty hunter kind of character, has a bar. She's trying to figure out how to save it, and the artwork's been great. The script has been done by Chris Warner, pencils by Patrick O'Leaf. Tom Goyen is doing inks. I really like this. This has been a great series, so it's worth checking out. Some people are like, "Oh, Barbed Wire," but it's pretty good. Then they did a free book this week that was a Barbed Wire King Tiger flip book, and it just basically has a little
just a couple pages from each, or something?
Yeah, a couple pages from each. So you got the first few pages of Barbed Wire number 1, and then the first few pages from King Tiger number 1. So it's cool if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about the 2 books without actually buying them, because you're cheap. Just get the free one. So
there you go, instant preview.
Yep. So then the other book I got from Dark Horse, I really like this. Scott Collins created this story, and he is doing the art and the story itself, and it's called Atom Point 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sideways. I really like the way that they printed it this way. So as you're reading the book, you're actually opening it long ways. It makes for some great pictures, great shots. You got an asteroid coming in there, but this is called Seeds, and each one of these books, so there must be 5 in the series. Number 1 was called Survival. Number 2 is Enemy, so there's 1 for each letter of Seeds.
Oh, okay.
So Survival, Enemy is number 2. Number 3 will be Epidemic. 4 is Death, and 5 is Sacrifice. So just some really cool stuff. But just take a look at.
Wow. Yeah.
It's great art.
Yeah.
And
I looked at issue 2. I remember looking at issue 2. I thought it was amazing. I need to pick it up.
This is issue 2.
Oh, okay. Well, then I've looked at issue 1, I guess.
Yeah. And it's worth reading. I really have liked it. It's got a story, from that first story, there's still a lot of things that I'm like, oh, what's going on? I really want to know. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they, kind of changing it up. It's neat to see a book that's a little bit different, especially just the way you actually hold it,
Yeah. I like that. So I had one Dark Horse Dynamite crossover this week, and I had to get this because I really like both sets of characters. Vampirella, is a pretty cool story, great character, and when you pit her against the aliens,
oh wow, yeah,
I mean that's just awesome. So this is a 4-issue miniseries. I think it's 4 issues, and so there'll be lots of death, lots of acid spit and blood and whatever. So trying to flip back here and see just what the if it's one of 6. So I don't know, but I'll let you know as that goes. But it's pretty good. So, and then I had one Dynamite book before we get to Image. Swords of Sorrow, One Shot, Miss Fury, and Lady Rawhide. Cool. And these have been good. Swords of Sorrow, it kind of takes some characters out of their element, puts them together with somebody they wouldn't normally team up with. I think I say this every week when I show one of these. Maybe you're watching for the first time and you haven't heard this. But it's pretty cool. It takes some of the bad girls, some of the good girls, and puts them together, and there's a pretty neat story behind all this, too. So it's worth checking out.
Good deal.
All right, Image stuff.
Image. You got 2.
I have one Top Cow book. Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, I won't do that one. I'll let you do that one then. And you probably got that one too, so I'll do that one instead.
Okay, do that one.
Dying in the Dead, Hickman's book. Finally, number 3 comes out. Oh my gosh. I think I've been waiting for like 6 months for this book.
Well, he's been writing Secret Wars. So.
Well, true. And I don't remember what 1 and 2 were about. So it's like, now I'm going to have to go back and try to figure it out. Something about the Tree of Life and something that Hitler and everybody are looking for. So it's cool. It's, twisty and weird. But I don't remember what 1 and 2 are all about. So
yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
We read so many books. If they don't come out on time, if they're delayed, things like that, you just kind of forget about them.
Yeah. And I got it and I was like, oh, this is still going on. And then I'm like, didn't I get number 3 already? But no, I got number 1 and 2. 1 was really thick. And then 2, I got both of them at the same time, and then 3 came out. So at least it's on my pull. I pick it up whenever it comes out now. So, okay. You do your first one?
All right. We just do Poseidon 9. Sorry. As we keep going down, getting our one-shots for each of the 9th generation models that are in this future world that we're in now from Top Cow. I don't know. I'm still really enjoying the kind of 9th generation. I'm ready for the actual 9th generation book to pick back up. But
yeah, because that went to what, 4 or 5, and then
no, they're taking a break.
Isn't it monthly? Oh, okay. I thought it was a monthly book.
Yeah, but normally with Image, they'll do like 5 and then take a break for a month and let the trade come out, because the trade came out last week, I think.
Oh, okay.
For the first one.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Well, you probably have this other one, so I won't show that one either. Okay. Jeff Lemire has a new book out this week, Plutona.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks pretty cool. It's kids in the woods, and a superhero crashes, and the kids are like, look, I found a superhero. So I don't know. I'll read it and see what it's all about. But it looks pretty interesting. So
like Stand By Me.
Yeah, with a superhero.
You gonna go see a body?
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully it's not the same thing, but yeah. There's no new stories, right?
I hope not.
So
all right. My next one is We Stand on Guard, issue number 3. Yeah, This is a crazy cover here.
Yeah, I know.
He's tortured, but he's got like a burning Canadian flag on his forehead.
Yeah. Those darn
maple leaf. But this book has been crazy with, just giant mechs and big tanks and the art and characters dying before you think they're going to. And
yeah,
I don't know.
We know it's a fantasy. We know it's a fantasy because there's people in Canada who have guns.
Oh.
So that's really cool, though. Definitely, Brian K. Vaughan's doing a great job with that series. Loved it so far.
Yep.
So my last Image book is Jimmy Robinson's The Empty.
Cool.
And this is number 6 out this week. So we finally find out about this woman that they met in the heart of darkness, the heart of the plant that they tracked this plant all the way to this thing, and it turns out to be like a pumping station for something. And the woman, they met her like hologram, and they're talking to her saying, okay, well, what's going on? And she tells them, oh, we're actually making the world a better place. We're pumping out, good things for the environment and all this stuff. And they're like, no, it's killing everything around everywhere we live. Everything's dead. She's like, well, that shouldn't be. And then she says, well, computer, what year is this? And they, it's like unknown. She's like, what? And then they calculate, oh, it's the year 4975. And she's like, are you telling me I've been asleep for like 2,700 years? So, yeah. And she's the only one of their whole team who's still alive. Her body's still in in suspended animation. It's still functional.
Right.
So in this issue, you can see she's coming to life. So she's
Oh, wow.
coming up out of the
Time to wake up.
Yep. So it'll be cool to see what happens, and see whether they can cure this whole problem with the empty. So, all right. So Marvel, I always have a bunch of books from Marvel. We usually break it down into non-Secret Wars stuff and Secret Wars stuff. So I have 3. Oh, no, I have 4. I'm sorry, I miscounted. I have 4 non-Secret Wars books, 3 number 1s, and 1 number 4. Excuse me. So my number 4 is Groot number 4.
Oh, God.
And it's been a great series. It's been a lot of fun. Silver Surfer was with him in the last issue. You know, Groot's trying to find Rocket because Rocket got taken away, and Groot was shot all up, and he healed, and he's after him. So it's been pretty good. It's a little more in-depth understanding of who Groot is and kind of where he came from and everything. So it's cool because they're doing kind of that origin backstory stuff. So
cool.
I like that.
All right. I picked up Silk number 7. So this is the last days of Silk. So her conclusion. And I've just really enjoyed Silk more than Spider-Gwen. So
that's cool.
I don't think I'll be picking up Spider-Gwen once they change over to the new Marvel stuff. Marvel Point. Wait, what is it? Marvel Point 1.
Oh, is that no? That's. Oh, is that a free thing they gave you today?
Yeah,
a postcard.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think they always call it Marvel Point 1, don't they? When they have the little thing in between. Ooh, Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca. I don't know. This one actually seems like it's gonna. I don't know. It's like
because the Point 1 is a book.
Right, but it says Marvel starts here. Marvel Point 1.
Yeah. So they have a Point 1. Like it's always like Amazing Spider-Man 16.1, the Spiral story they're doing. The Marvel Point 1.
But all their books are going to start over at 0 or 1.
They are, but this there's been 2 of these in the past.
I remember. I remember. Well, yeah, but Spider-Man they do it on like every issue now.
No, I know, but there's a Marvel Point 1 book that came out 3 years ago, I think, and it had the whole thing about the preview talking about Original Sin before it happened.
Oh, okay.
And the people sneaking in and what was going on there, and I was like, oh, what's this going to do? And then they had another one. Maybe they had another one before that led into the whole New Avengers. Maybe I don't remember, but there are 2 Marvel Point 1 books that have come out, and it's like they do one kind of to kick off so when they did the all new Marvel Now.
Yeah.
Before that, they had an all new Marvel Now Point 1 or whatever, and then before that, they had a Marvel Point 1, all new Marvel Point 1. I don't know, but yeah.
Gotcha.
So that'll be interesting. I'll have to pick that up. Yeah, because that'll be the preview book, and it'll have all the little things about what's going to happen in the future. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, I actually have 2 other. I have 3, but I have 2 Marvel non-superhero, non-Secret Wars books. So
I have 1 more non-Secret Wars.
Okay. So I have first issue of the new Drawing of the 3 miniseries, and from the Dark Tower. This is the Lady of Shadows. So it's talking about Susanna / Detta Walker, that whole storyline. So it's really kind of phase 2 of the it's part 3 now of the Dark Tower Drawing of the 3. So from the book, the book is like this thick.
Right. So
they're breaking it down into 5-issue increments for the story. So it makes it a lot more digestible. But the story is great. Robin Firth is writing. Robin Firth is doing the plot and the consultation. Peter David's writing the script, and then the artwork on this one. I really like that.
Oh wow! Yeah.
It's just some really cool art. So it's continuing to be a very good story. I don't feel like it's taken too many steps away from the actual book itself, but it's cool to see it in writing, in print like this. So, all right. Let me do one more, and I'll let you do one, and then I can do my last one.
Okay.
Figment number 2, number 1. Figment 2, number 1. So Figment was the first of the Disney Kingdoms books. Came out early last year. Jim Zub wrote it. That first issue just blew everybody's expectations away. Like people thought, oh, it's going to be here, and it was like, it was just amazing. I mean, it sold out so fast they couldn't keep it in print. This little guy, Figment, he is actually a fixture at Disney World, and or Disneyland. I don't know which one, but they had to build kind of a backstory behind who he is, and so that's what this is all about. Each one of the Disney Kingdoms books is based on a ride that either wasn't completed or didn't come to fruition. So it's been pretty cool. They did Figment, they did Seekers of the Weird, and they did Big Thunder Mountain so far, and they've been really good. But this is the continuation of the original story, so I'm looking forward to reading this. And Jim Zub's writing this again, so it's something to look forward to.
Nice.
Okay, what's your last one?
It's Daredevil.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So this is the end of Mark Waid's run.
Wow.
The last issue. It ends here.
Okay.
So what do you do? Almost 60 issues, something like that. The first
That's
volume. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't remember how many was the first volume, but maybe 18. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how they kind of wrap it up, and then even more so anticipating the change for Daredevil coming after Secret Wars, where he's going to have the darker suit and he's kind of teaching somebody that looks like Gambit, but it's not Gambit, but it looks like Gambit. So
interesting. Is it Nomad? Was it somebody weird like that? Okay. I mean, maybe they have a new.
That would be crazy if they brought Nomad back like that.
Yeah, but he wasn't a Daredevil guy, so I don't know.
They crossed over with each other, but
yeah. Him and Captain America, and that's interesting because now I know. So Matt Murdock went out to California after the whole unveiling thing. Is that where he's at now? Okay, that's cool. I picked up I think one issue of that, and I just didn't continue with it.
He's been out there the whole time, and the reason why he was able to go out there was he was basically disbarred in New York. Yep. But he had in the past worked in San Francisco, so he still had his license out there. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
interesting. All right. Well, my last non-Secret Wars Marvel book, I had to pick this up. Deadpool versus Thanos. I got the variant cover with action figures. Yeah, I was just like, I'm going to get it. We'll see. So,
let me know if it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those, like, let's go back in history and see some of the cool adventures that Deadpool went on. And,
and this one's all based off, like, they have an X in common.
Is it? I don't even know.
Daredevil used to not Daredevil. Deadpool used to date somebody that Thanos is with now, or I don't know, something like that. It's about a girl.
Too funny. All right, we'll see. So yeah, I'll let you know how it is. It looks pretty funny. So cool. All right, Secret Wars stuff.
All right, I got 4.
We're done. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, 1, 2. I have 5.
Okay, sure we got a couple of the same ones.
I'm sure. Yep. Well, you probably picked up Age of Apocalypse.
I did.
I did not.
Oh, well, where do you go?
Yep.
No, I mean, I've enjoyed it just because it really feels like Age of Apocalypse from the 90s. Like the art and everything about it has that feel to it. So that's why I've enjoyed it.
I'll probably pick it up. I think I got 1 and 2, so I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
So okay. I got, let's see here. We'll do this. I got I think this is the final issue, Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies. So it's been a pretty cool series. You got Hank Pym from the 1872 world coming in to the Deadlands and getting picked up by Vision, Wonder Man, and the old Human Torch and brought into this world called Salvation. And it's a world they built that's to protect them from the Ultrons and the zombies in Deadlands and Perfection. And they used the ionic energy from Wonder Man to protect themselves from the outside things. Well, now Ultron has taken the zombies and the Ultrons and squished them together and made these robotic monstrosities. And the first one he created in the last issue was Sabretooth. And it was Sabretooth's like, is this going to hurt? And Ultron's like, let's see. So it was pretty cool. So now they're assaulting Salvation, and who knows what's going to happen. Only Hank Pym can save them. So we'll see.
And it's Hank Pym that builds like clockwork robots and stuff.
Right. The 1872 world guy. So he has no idea about robots. And it said something about artificial man. He's like, what's this artificial thing? You never heard of it. This is pretty funny.
No. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. What about, did you get Thor's number 3? Thor's. So this one's been good. You know, like we have Beta Ray Bill's been killed. There's a lot of all of the Jane Fosters are ending up either dead or missing.
All but one.
Yep. So now, you know, they're trying to figure it out, and they brought in Loki. So I'm going to question him and see what's going on.
Yeah, they figured if anybody could pull off something like this, it had to be him, right?
Right.
Yep.
Really cool.
All right.
Double page here of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. All right. What you got?
All right. I've got number 5 of Greg Land's Future Imperfect.
Nice.
Pretty cool. I love the cover.
Cool.
Maestro
Got like a necklace of Doom.
That's right. Doom's face plate there on his chest. Well, in the last issue, him and the Thing, which is Thunderbolt Ross, were heading off to defeat God Doom so that Maestro could take his place. So we'll see what happens with this issue. I think this is the end of it.
Maestro is on this point 1. He's
cool.
In the center there.
Very interesting. So we'll see what happens to him.
Yep.
This is the end of this miniseries, so we'll see how it wraps up.
Cool. Okay. Spider Island. Spider Island. This one's fun.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Yeah, I love
especially with the reveal last issue that Peter's not dead.
Yep, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting story because I didn't really read any of the Spider Island stuff initially. I was completely out of Spider-Man at that point.
Yep.
So it's cool to kind of see this storyline where everybody's infected with some kind of spider thing, and it's kind of cool.
Yep.
So
I've enjoyed it.
All right. Well, my last one is Starlord, Kitty Pryde. Sam Humphries writing this. It's pretty fun. You know, you got Peter Quill, who is from the original 616 universe that was on the lifeboat with everybody. And he, sees Kitty Pryde, and he's like, "Oh, Kitty!" And she's not the same Kitty. She's like a bounty hunter kind of woman, or works for the Science Foundation or something. But she's kind of out of favor with them. So, it's been pretty good. Gambit is like the collector, Gambit the collector, and so he wants Peter Quill for his collection, and that's just crazy. So, it's been fun.
Nice. All right, my last one. Is Squadron Sinister, issue number 3, which it seems like it was 2 months ago that issue 2 came out. So maybe this was one that got delayed for some reason. But, I really enjoyed this one. It's the Squadron basically trying to claim more land in their territory. And then also potentially we have Nighthawk, who's going to try to usurp Hyperion for the throne or whatever you want to call it, the Baronhood or something.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, I like it. Like I said, it's kind of like the blanking here, Crime Syndicate. So it's just kind of like kind of evil versions of a Justice League-esque type team.
It's meshing together Squadron Supreme and isn't there two groups that they mesh together?
I don't know.
Squadron Supreme and something Sinister. I don't remember what the other. Anyway, maybe not. Sinister Syndicate? No, that was
Sinister 6 is the only other Sinister I can think of.
No, I guess not.
No. Okay. I don't think so. I think it's just instead of being Squadron Supreme, where they're good guys, they're bad guys here, so they're Sinister. I don't know.
That's cool.
But as far as I know, we are going to get a Squadron Supreme book. Marvel kicks back off, and it's going to be some of the same characters. Like we're going to still have Hyperion, but we're going to get some of the other characters that we've seen from the multiverse stuff.
Cool. Okay, that'll be interesting.
Yep.
All right, tons of books this week. So a lot of stuff. Yeah, definitely let us know if you're reading something we're not. Leave us a comment, and we'll try to check it out.
Yep. That's pretty much it. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We appreciate it.
Definitely share, like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss out. We just had a video go up on the new Disney Infinity 3.0. We had some great reveals of all of the new sculpts of the new characters and a lot of talk of gameplay and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in video games and Disney stuff, check that out. Go to comicbook.com for reviews of all these comics during the week. Our Facebook pages, Comic Booked on Facebook and Two Comic Book Dudes on Facebook. Both of those have our videos and articles and all that kind of stuff. So we definitely appreciate you taking the time.
Yep, really do. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks.